Eswatini TV. I am Nondumiso Vilagada alongside Mswati III has left the country for the Republic of Zambia. Minister of Information, Communication and Technology, Her Royal Highness Princess Zikanyiso, has announced Mlamuli Mjengiswa Dlamini as the new Eswatini TV Chief Executive Officer. The Minister for Housing and Urban Development, Princess Milane, has officially opened the 1-kilometer Makosini Drive Road, which cost the Mbabane Municipal Council 6.8 million malangeni. And now the news in detail. His Majesty King Mswati III has left the country for the Republic of Zambia. His Majesty departed from King Mswati III International Airport, accompanied by Nkosikazi Magela Magongo.
His Majesty King Mswati III has been invited by His Excellency President Hakainde Hichilema to embark on the state visit, which will play an integral role in strengthening friendly relations between the Kingdom of Eswatini and the Republic of Zambia. His Majesty the King, who is accompanied by Nkosikazi Magela Magongo, left for Zambia's capital, Lusaka, at King Mswati III International Airport. The King was seen off by Emakhosikati, their Royal Highnesses, Prime Minister Cleopas Dlamini, various councils and the nation. Apart from other official engagements, the King and the President are expected to hold bilateral discussions. The visit by His Majesty is in reciprocity to the state visit undertaken to Eswatini by President Hichilema in June last year. On the news, I am Sandile Makanya reporting from King Mswati International Airport.
The Minister of Information, Communication and Technology, Her Royal Highness Princess Zikanyiso, has announced Mlamuli Mjengiswa Dlamini as the new Eswatini TV Chief Executive Officer. Dlamini takes the baton from Andreas Dlamini, who has been acting CEO since last year. The Ministry of ICT says it will fully support the new CEO.
Minister of Information, Communication and Technology, Her Royal Highness Princess Zikanyiso, was represented by Principal Secretary in her ministry, Pesheya Dube, during the unveiling of the new Chief Executive Officer. The minister said the recruitment process took long because they wanted to make sure that they get the best candidate for the position.
CEO lomusha wake Eswatini Television ngobabe Mlamuli Dlamini lo sokutaba nguye CEO ahole le station asisuse la sikhona khona asiphakamise bayithe no.
Eswatini TV Board Chair Prince Zikanyiso welcomed the new CEO and pledged support.
Kwethubonga nje nekumemukela usawo siyamemukela wangosi akaphinde lasekhaya sidawusebenza sidambambisa wangosi etindleleni tonga.
The new CEO Mlamuli Mjengiswa Dlamini appreciated the opportunity.
I first want to take the opportunity in Kutelwandle Bayete wena phakathi. I do want to state one thing, that at the core of the vision that I have for the station is the youth of Eswatini, which is very much in alignment with His Majesty's call for youth empowerment.
The ministry said former acting CEO Andreas Dlamini is going back to his substantive position in the ministry. The ministry also said the former CEO has informed it that his door is always open to assisting his successor in any way possible. The STVA board then introduced the new CEO to the station's management. All managers introduced themselves to the new head honcho and shared what their duties entail. For Eswatini TV News, Temgosima Vimbela, Mbabane.
The Minister for Housing and Urban Development, Princess Melane, has officially opened the 1-kilometer Makosini Drive road, which cost the Mbabane Municipal Council 6.8 million emalangeni. According to the Municipal Council, the road, which was built by Inyati Construction, started in October last year and was completed in March this year.
In order to ensure residents from Mbabane and surrounding areas reach places that offer services easier, the Municipal Council has rehabilitated the Makosini Drive road. Speaking during the official commissioning of the operation of the road, the Minister of Urban Development has narrated that it was not in a good state. He expressed gratitude to the Council for allocating funds for the road.
Asati bongosisi singaqala sithini ngekubonga ngoba botibuta umuntu uthi hawu lo mgwaqo lona usedolobheni nalo lokuthiwa i-capital city yelive kepha kokugudlutela ngesibhayibheli lokudzala kwendlulile lokushana kukhona sale sikhohlwa ukuthi kwake kwabanjani.
Some of the beneficiaries, including Sifunzani Primary School, Ekwetembeni Special Needs School, have said the road will ensure safety for their children. Local businesses have said they will now have more business opportunities as customers will move with ease.
Banvana nabehlala abawela lo mgwaqo okuhamba netimoto. Siyabona ukuthi yenziwe naleyo provision ukuthi banvana bakhone ukusebenzisa baphephile.
Banvana basekwethembeni njengoba sonke sibati nje ukuthi bantwana labadzinga kunangwa nakangaka lokhu lo mgwaqo sowulungisiwe sebahamba kamnanzi kakhulu.
Sibonge lokunye ema-lights lama lights adlala ichaza lelikhulu ngoba nyalo kusebusika nje bekuthi nakushaya 5 past 5 hawu sekuba mnyama but nyalo hawu sekuyakhanya nathi siyakhona ukuthola le light lapha.
In his 2023-2024 budget, the Minister of Finance, Neil Rickenberg, said government has allocated 514 million emalangeni for the rehabilitation of roads in the country. Such works by the Municipal Council seeks to help government ensure Mswati reach places that offer services easier. For Eswatini TV News, Nelson Dlangamandla, Notsipho Nsibande and Skhumbuzo Dlamini, Mbabane.
The National Maize Corporation Chief Executive Officer Mavela Vilane says one of their successes is making profit in the first quarter of 2023. Vilane says this is something that has not happened in years for NMC. Vilane says the management has been able to manage cash flow. Vilane was speaking during an engagement meeting with Editors Forum in Mbabane.
The National Maize Corporation's Chief Executive Officer Mavela Vilane had an opportunity to give news editors and journalists a clear picture of the current state of the organization from challenges to successes. Vilane stated that the organization has requested a bailout from government since the organization is in debt as NMC is behind in payment of private tractor owners amounting to over 800,000 emalangeni, among other debts. Vilane says despite the challenges, there are a number of successes such as the improvement in tractor service delivery and fuel efficiency. Vilane says the organization was able to record profits from January to March 2023.
We have seen in the previous 3 quarters the organization making losses. But between January and March, the organization is in the profit kule financial year, end of March 31st this year. And that we have successfully managed to improve at NMC kubenza by a cash flow management. Okanza gutsi esikhatsini lesinengi ingapani ithi khanza ingasakhona kusosa umbila because of cash flow challenges. Lapho khona bosobona ke kuba ne-outcry, especially emaphepheni, especially kuma-millers, ukuthi NMC utumbila. Kanti the problem was not that side imali, but the problem was that cash flow management bengasiyo lehamba kahle.
Vilane says the local farmers are still unable to produce enough maize, beans and sorghum, which contributes to the importation of maize. Vilane says they signed a memorandum of understanding with a number of organizations such as Youth Fund, WFP and Eswatini, among others, to try and ensure that the country is food secure. For Eswatini TV News Sondomlangeni, Themba Shabangu, Mbabane.
Manzini Regional Administrator Chief Gija says they are working on ensuring transport availability for all informal traders in the region so that they attend the annual Manzini Day. Chief Gija says informal traders cannot miss this event because of lack of transport, as this day is about them. Chief Gija said this during this year's Manzini Day held at Somhlolo Park on Friday.
Manzini Regional Administrator Chief Gija says lack of transportation has prevented some informal traders from attending this year's Manzini Day and has added that they have to address this issue. He has also spoken to the issue of bank services.
Business labancane timali lesifaka ebhange dincane nase sifuna kusukuma sikhule sembili sisafaka imali angathi bakasihlukanisela njani ukuthi lama service fees yathi nalo libhange lifuna ukuthola imali elitophila nalo kodwa libe khona kuhlukanisa ukuthi somabhizinisi lomncane
Chief Gija says banks should look into the issue of service fees for informal traders. He also says they should not be treated like big businesses. The Eswatini Bankers Association has capacitated informal traders on fraud issues.
Siyawati umlayeto loqhamuka ebhange singakati khulula tinfo tethu le kungitona sitithengisa asente
Nzebele says informal traders should look out for fraudsters who will send them fake proof of payments and take them for a ride. The informal traders say the Manzini Day brings business for them. The informal traders say they are happy with the business they get during Manzini Day. They also say they always look forward to this day as it is a day where they build relations with new customers. The Manzini Day is an event where informal traders showcase their products and build relations with customers. For Eswatini TV News, Temgosi Mavimbela with Skumbuzo Dlamini and Nelson Ndlangamandla. Manzini.
The Ministry of Health wishes to inform the nation that the government has approved the filling of 100 vacant health workers' positions. According to the Minister for Health, Lizzie Nkosi, the necessary procedures have begun. Nkosi says the ministry is working in collaboration with relevant ministries and Civil Services Commission to expeditiously fill the vacancies. The vacant positions that are to be filled are as follows. Medical specialist, there are 9 posts. Senior medical officer, 5 posts. Medical officer, 17 posts. Dental officer, 8 posts. Chief environmental officer, 1. Pharmacist, 1. Matron, 1. Nursing sister, 10. Staff nurse, 31. General staff nurse, 1. Nursing assistant, 16. The statement is by Senator Lizzie Nkosi. Dear viewers, now take a short commercial break. We'll be right back.
Spar Awards is giving you a whole lot more, with 3 days of even more. From 30th June to 2nd July. Like 2-litre Brooks Oro Squash for only $34.99 and 2-litre Spar Sunflower Oil. Buy 2 for just 150 emalangeni. Spar Awards. Sign up for more.
Today, you have a choice. How will you become future ready? Are you equipped to lead? How will you transform your career? Regent Business School empowers you with the leadership and entrepreneurial skills to disrupt, rethink, innovate, and be the future. Visit regent.ac.za to register today.
There's no price like the ShopRite price, which means you'll get low prices on everything you need, like a tin of Sunny baked beans and tomato sauce for $8.99, and a bottle of Inkomazi for a low $34.99. The ShopRite price, the price you can trust always.
Welcome back. You're still watching Eswatini TV. The Journey Internet provider will provide free internet for everyone attending the 2023 biggest braai. According to the company's accountant manager, Maize, the sponsorship is worth 50,000 Malangeni. Maize says their wish is to ensure that everyone is connected for the whole event. Maize was speaking during the sponsorship reveal event held in Babane.
The Journey Internet provider has reaffirmed its commitment towards supporting the 2023 biggest braai by providing free internet for the entire event. According to the Journey's accountant manager Maize, everyone within the arena will have access to the free internet.
Nakulomnyaka lona ngosi sitabe simbambisile njengoba sasho kulomnyaka lesidlule kuyo. Ukuthi for the foreseeable future Journey utabambambisile phela eMswati kulomsebenzi omuhle la kaMendako we Eswatini biggest braai. We do continue committing to yona le promise leyo.
The chairperson of the Philani Mswati charity organization, Lutfo Dlamini, says this year they are targeting 90,000 to 10,000 people.
So we're targeting 9,000. Etakahle matikiti, but like we normally do, nasesibona lokho ukuthi sekata uzigcwala bese siyamemedela kusawathengisi, and to emphasize ukuthi amatikiti akabili akhona lawa ema-corporates ema-braai packs uthenga litikiti lihamba nenyama lihamba ne-charcoal ne-braai pack sekakhona lawa ekungena nje ukuthi mne ngawubona ukuthi ngithengani la kule ngekhathi.
Dlamini says the funds collected will assist in operationalizing the Manjonga Elderly Home, which will house 30 elderly people. For Eswatini TV News on Domlangini, Themba Shabangu, Babane.
Dear viewers, now take a look at our financial updates.
Standard Bank. It can be.
Welcome back once again. We begin our sports roundup with football, where the former Sihlangu Semnikati legend Absalom Skaratin urged current players to play for the nation's pride when they begin their 2023 COSAFA Cup tournament in Durban in the Republic of South Africa next week. Sihlangu's first game will be against Botswana on Wednesday.
We begin our sports roundup in football, where former Sihlangu Semnikati legend Absalom Skaratin has urged a current squad to play for the country's pride as they head to this year's COSAFA Cup tournament, where they're in Group A alongside host nations South Africa, Namibia and Botswana.
The player as an individual, you've got to make sure that during that period, you don't sleep. You think about that game. You imagine scoring goals, you imagine defending as a player individual. Because it starts from the individual player. And then if all the players that are there are in sync, chances they're going to do well. It's all about playing for Mswati. It's all about playing for Wena, playing for Bandasekai. If you look at it that way, Sinengos, playing for the king as well. chances are that you are going to do well. Mina ngisadlala abotswana besibashaya naboLesotho besibashaya. But these teams have developed as well. They are playing very well, but you can still beat them because it's about your pride. It's about who you are. If you look at it that way, chances are that the sky is the limit.
Moving on to the athletics, Nopila Zwane and Skumbuzo Slongonyane, who were the two athletes who were representing the country in the 10,000 kilometers beach marathon in Tunisia, believe it was indeed a learning curve to be part of the tournament and will be using the experience they gained in the future tournaments.
Result kona umakhathile amahle but ngimendela amahle kakhulu because ngena top 10 akusiwo easy ya nima camps bekakhona so ngijima ngafuna esihlabathini so these guys it's so difficult but abasile abalikhulu kakhulu so masingabenisela kahle singabuya nabo top 3
race ihambe kahle kakhulu but nje le ngifuna ukulungisa isikhathi sami ngoba ngazi ukuthi ngitambitha otherwise nje ukuthi ngingasiko lekhulu ngikhanze ingekho le tough but ngibona I have to practice speed akusho ukuthi ngibona imarathon funa ungazi
Lastly, in our international news, we begin with Manchester United that has received a green light to sign Chelsea midfielder Mason Mount with a fee believed to be around £60 million. The 24-year-old joined Chelsea at the age of 8. Since playing at the first team, he has played 195 games and scored 33 times. Lastly, in cricket, Zimbabwe have increased their chances of qualifying for next year's ICC World Cup after defeating Oman by 14 runs. Next year's World Cup will be staged in the United States of America. For Eswatini TV Sports, Fabiso Msonera, Mbabane.
Dear viewers, we'll again take a short break. We'll be right back.
Phela makhaya inkosi nangabe phela udukhohliwe timbe phatakho buye eceleni ubuye eceleni phela thina sijeke emsebentini awungeke phela ukhohlela le-ID nale nombolo yokuvota lele basifakele yona phela la tincingweni ngibonini buye eceleni nkosi yathi ngijeke emsebentini kwani mina hayi wena msawumnye ngathi igaba lesithathu ihamba phela nkosi itithi nyalo sigaba secala tasihamba yi-voter validation lapho khona sithi hamba uye emphakathi wangakini uyohlolisisa ukuthi le mininingwane lowayibhala ingiyo yini nendzawo la tovotela khona niyokahle kahle nje sithi lapho nkosi hlolisisa imininingwane yakho nathi sibambisane ukuthi imininingwane yakho ibhaleke kahle yini nani hayi phela lokho kutewondeka lebo 22 June kuyale ku 12 July yebo bese ke sigaba lesilandzelako nomination coach lapho khona kubheka ukuthi ngenkundla inominate lokungenani bantu labacela 3 kuya ku 20 kuze ke umuntu anqonye kufuneka lokungenani abe nemavotilani 10 ngiyahleka yini mfana babe ngoba ngithi nje lekhaya selisendo ngitawungena nje ngigijima nonyaka simfaka umuntu lokakake wasendela lutho asimfaka acela ama projects ngokuya phuma ikosha yathi la tindzawoni kulaba community thina sifayisana nema problems embamba sitsinga ama solution bamba yebo koshi hayi kahle phela benguye kulandzela yena mkhulu ngicela ufake yena yebo bekacela ukuthi ngimbambele kulandzela yena bese ke sigaba lesilandzelako senama primary elections wona ke lama primary elections atawondeka lepo 26 August 2023 phela koshi bese ke lokulandzelako senama secondary elections lapho khona wona atawuthatha lepo 29 September 2023 ngiyahleka yini mfana baba ngoba lamkhathiseni kwama primary nalama secondary kutabe kune campaign process lokusho ukuthi umuntu ufuneka atitshengise ukuthi wakhiwe ngani sitawufa makabizi nani okulandzela mina ngiyabonga sisi
lo mlayeto nolethelwa abaka EBC Elections and Boundaries Commission of Eswatini.
Welcome back. We've just received news from Zambia that His Majesty King Mswati III arrived safely in the Republic of Zambia. His Majesty, accompanied by Nkosikazi Magela Magongo, were received by His Excellency President Hakainde Hichilema at the airport.
His Majesty King Mswati III landed at the Kenneth Kaunda International Airport accompanied by Nkosikazi Magela Magongo. Upon arrival at the airport, His Majesty was received by the President of the Republic of Zambia, His Excellency Hakainde Hichilema, and the First Lady, Shibuyunji Hichilema. The King and Ingwenyama is here in the Republic of Zambia to strengthen the existing bilateral relations between the two countries and to pleasantly grace the Zambia International Trade Fair for the year 2023. His Majesty the King was welcomed in a ceremonial occasion fit to welcome a king that took place at the airport, whereby national anthems of both countries were sung. His Majesty also inspected the Guard of Honor. Present at the airport to welcome His Majesty was also Eswatini High Commissioner, Her Excellency Dumsile Kunene. Senior government officials and many other dignitaries of the Republic of Zambia came out in huge numbers to welcome His Majesty. They included the Minister of Foreign Affairs in Zambia, Honorable Stendika Kubo, and other Zambian cabinet ministers and senior government officials. The President introduced them to His Majesty the King. Also present in His Majesty's delegation is Prince Lonkokela, Princess Tanzisile, Chief Sihlangu Senkosi Mncina, the Minister of Foreign Affairs and International Cooperation, Senator Thuli Dladla, the Minister of Commerce and Trade Industry, Mangoba Khumalo, and other senior government officials. His Majesty the King introduced the delegation to the President respectively. Different Zambian traditional dances were also performed and showcased at the airport before the King and Nkosikazi. The Kingdom of Eswatini continues to harness long-standing bilateral relations with the Republic of Zambia. On the news, I'm Polile Mazia, Lusaka in Zambia.
That is all we had for tonight, but before we wrap up, we'll take a quick recap of today's headlines. His Majesty King Mswati III has left the country for the Republic of Zambia. Minister of Information, Communication and Technology, Her Royal Highness Princess Sikhanyiso, has announced Mlamuli Mjengiswa Dlamini as the new Eswatini TV Chief Executive Officer. The Minister for Housing and Urban Development, Princess Milane, has officially opened the 1-kilometer Makosini Drive Road, which cost the Mbabane Municipal Council 6.8 million malangeni. That brings us to the end of our news bulletin tonight. Up next is the weather forecast for selected towns. Good night, Eswatini.